welcome back to the madness. It is Monday. So I had a pretty good stitching weekend. On Friday, I started my birthday start, which was honey walking gnomes. And then I worked on it Friday and Saturday, and I put in 1,202 stitches. So then yesterday, I made a decision that I wasn't going to do a floss tube today because all I had was two, I thought he was going to pull me over, two projects that I worked on. Well, it ended up being three, but still, two projects, no thank you. Not doing a floss tube for two projects. 4, yes, no problem. Maybe even 3 if I have a lot of stitching and can show a lot of progress, because that's what you're looking for, is progress. But if I'm showing you a piece that has 200 stitches in it, what is the point? So, Sunday I worked on Gen 1. I got that problem part all figured out and it looks beautiful. Thank God it was just a whole bunch of different colors of, God, what is his name? Sad that I don't remember their names. Well, I never got their names down anyways. I call them different things. Aroba? Gosh. Oh my gosh. It's the magical one. He's yellow. And there's 3 different ones. Oh, I can't think of it. It's a magical word too. I think. I don't know. So anyways, it was just different shades of gold and yellow basically. So it looked fine. The nose was perfect, so that's all that matters. The eyes lined it up perfect. So does it really matter? No, because you can tell what it is. Oh, this is gonna drive me crazy. It's right there on the tip of my tongue too. Okay, anyways, and then after I got that done, I thought, okay, I better just get this out or I'm not gonna do it. It's already May 5th. Well, yesterday was May 4th. So I didn't get my nighttime stitching out yet. So I decided, okay, I'm gonna get that out, get it all organized and figure it out. Which I did, and I put, was it 200 stitches or 400? I think it was only 200. Yeah, I'm almost positive it was only 200 stitches. I think I was gonna go for another 200, but then I was like, I'd rather just go to bed, put on Harry Potter, and play some games. So that's what we did. I had a really nice day yesterday too. Johnny, in the morning, and I really like doing this on Sundays, I just stayed in my chair or my bed or whatever you want to call it, and I played on my phone and I watched YouTube, trying to catch up on people that I'm like far behind on. I'm far behind on a lot of people. So I was catching up on Flosstube, and then at 1 o'clock my time is always Sunday planner. So we get together and we do our planners together, and then, you know, show each other and blah blah blah. It's really fun. So I like to stay in my room and just relax until 12:30. Then I get up, I take a shower, and then it's usually about the time that I'm sitting down at my Stitchy spot and turning on Zoom for planner Zoom. Well, usually after that, then I stay in the room and chit chat with the girls and stuff because John's still working. Well, yesterday he got all of his stuff done early, so as I think I was still working on my planner when he came in, and he was awake. He didn't want to go take a nap, which was good. So I got off with the girls. I went out and watered everything really good, and then me and John watched OP Live. What else did we watch? Oh, he went and took a nap. And see, I can't be on with the girls and us watch OP Live because there's too much shit going on. John's talking, so I gotta constantly pause because John wants to talk, and then when the girls talk, I gotta pause, and it's like, no. So I just figure it's a lot easier not to watch OP Live and be in Zoom. So, but we're all caught up on OP Live now, so that's good. I mean, we only had the one weekend to watch. So Saturday we watched one, and I was in Zoom doing it, and that's when I was like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna be doing this. It's too hard. And I think Danielle was asking me a question. At one point I couldn't hear her, even though I have the damn earpiece in too. I wish there was a way to boost the volume because it's really hard for me to hear them on Zoom. And I've tried every way to get the earpiece to go louder. I'm wondering, I have a sound bar in the back for my computer. I wonder if I bring in the sound bar, it'll go louder. I think Becca has the same sound bar. I'm gonna ask her if she uses it. If she don't use it, then I'll just use it. So, yeah. But another reason why I didn't want to do a floss tube today is because I worked on nothing that John picked, and I really enjoyed that. So I don't know how long it's gonna last. It might last to the end of the year, and I might next year start doing the slips all over again. But I think I'm gonna have Becca pull 3, John pull 3, and maybe I will pull 3. So I'll have 9 projects to pick from. Or maybe I'll just pull 2. Because I want at least 8 projects, because if I finish one, then maybe I will do 9 just to have the variety. It doesn't mean I have to work on every single one that's picked. And I'll let them know too. You know, it doesn't guarantee that I'm gonna work. Which I know Becca's first one is gonna be freaking the hot air balloons. Just to torture me. But that'll be okay. It's okay. I will work on anything they pull. If I don't like it, then I'm UFOing it or putting it in timeout. So it's not like there's one that I'll be like, oh no, I'm not working on that. No, because it'll be thrown across the room and be told it's not happening. So yeah. Tonight, I think I am going to work on Hello Fall. That was John's first pick, so I think that's what I will be doing tonight. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you in the next one. Hello, and welcome back to the madness. It is Tuesday. So not a lot of stitching done yesterday, but I did pick it up and stitch. I stitched on yearly sale July, and I did 200 stitches. So I mean, it's something. I just was like, ugh. When I got home, which I think I got home at like 2:30, and right away started stitching, and me and John were watching, we were watching Below Deck, that's right. So when I'm watching Below Deck, I'm like, why was I so distracted? Because I was watching Below Deck. So I find myself just holding my stitch, basically, and watching instead of stitching and watching. So yeah, I did a lot of holding of the stitching yesterday. And then we ate dinner. We ate dinner early because a snowstorm. Another rainstorm was coming. Oh my God, yesterday was ridiculous. So, I got on and I did my clip, right? And then I got to the store, got all my orders, and darn it, my throat is like, got all my orders, and I got on Zoom. And I didn't go in till late because, I don't think I went in until like 11. Oh, I can't go. Stay focused, Becky. Because I only had, Sunday when Becca came home, she goes, Mom, you have one order and it's due at 1 o'clock. I was like, okay. So then at 9 o'clock, John called the store and I was told that I had 6 orders and my earliest was 1 o'clock. So I was like, there's no reason to rush in to be just sitting at work. So I didn't leave the house until 11. Got loaded and everything. I want to say about 11:30. So, got on the road and I was on Zoom with the girls. And then John called me. And he had me on the phone for at least 20 minutes, I want to say. Because he was talking about his car and everything. And then I forgot what else he was talking about. But I can't remember now. I don't know. So, I don't think it was all about his car for 20 minutes. I don't know. It was a long ass time. Maybe he was talking about the weather too. He could have been talking about the weather. Because all of a sudden, the skies opened up and it was a downpour. Me and John must have got off the phone and then he must have called me back. I don't remember exactly how it happened. But maybe I had to hang up with him. Oh, no, that's right. No, okay, that's right, yes. So I'm on my way to Mount Clemens, Harrison Township. That's what we were, yes. And he was like, well, I'm like, but I feel like I'm going to Mount Clemens. He goes, Harrison Township kind of like is in Mount Clemens sometimes. I'm like, yeah, but this feels like far away. So anyway, it doesn't matter. So as I'm driving, I can see the rain coming down like a mile away. I was like, I'm gonna be driving right into this. And right before the rain, I turned. And I was like, ooh, I might luck out. So I get to my house and I knock on the door, and as I'm walking back to the car, this was the strangest thing too. It was so like cool. You could see the storm moving in as I'm walking to the car. It's like racing the storm. I'm like, oh shit. I get in the car, and I only got like a little bit of sprinkles on me. Right when I shut the door, it's like the skies just opened up, and it was like quarter-size raindrops hitting my windshield. I was like, oh my gosh. So, the road I had to take was so bumpy. It was ridiculous. And, man, my nose. I feel like I gotta sneeze. So, it was full of potholes. So I was like going as slow as I could. And so I got out of the storm, right? Because I was going in the opposite direction now. And I got off of the awful potted hole, or whatever you want to call it. Road that had tons of potholes, that's what you call it. And then I was on Joy Road. And all of a sudden, that storm caught up with me. And I lost all cell connection. It was so bad. I was driving maybe 10 miles per hour. My windshield wipers on high. And I was like, I'm going to have to pull over soon because I'm not going to be able to see. I had to drive all the way to excuse me. Oh, I gotta sneeze again. Yeah, all the way to Sterling Heights, and the whole time, the storm is just following me. But now it's not as hard. It's raining. But I still have no cell reception. So, I get about a half a mile from Wujek, and all of a sudden, the sky just clears up. The sun is shining. Like, I didn't just go through the worst storm ever. I was like, oh God, today is just freaky. But yeah, I just did all my deliveries. Did I come back to the shop? Yeah, I came back to the shop. Oh, that's right. For 2 more, which I had to go back out to Mount Clemens with a frickin' bench. So I got home at 2:30. And I stitched. And then after dinner, I didn't feel like stitching. I had one of those weird headaches where it was like, it's there. It's not pounding. It's just there. It's like where your eyes are heavy. It wasn't a migraine where I was sensitive to light, it wasn't a migraine, but I was sensitive to the light. But it wasn't like if the light was on, it wasn't like pound, 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 pound. It was just like the light was irritating. But it was strange. It was a headache where you're like, oh, it's just an annoyance, but the light was annoyance too. So, I think it was about 7 o'clock. And Toby was acting funny too. So he probably realized that I wasn't feeling good. So, John was like, hey, he goes, what, Toby? You want to go lay down with Mama? You want to go lay down with Daddy and Grammy? And I'm like, you want to lay down? I'm ready to lay down. And he's like, I figured. You just don't seem yourself. I'm like, I'm just exhausted. And I don't know why either, because I slept good the night before. It was just like, it was probably all the rain. That was probably it. So we went to bed and we watched a couple of episodes of The Closer, and then I was like, can I just turn on a book? And I think I was asleep by 11 o'clock. It was weird, but it was nice, and I feel rested today now. But it's supposed to storm all frickin' day, which I'm not happy about. Tonight, I'm hoping to go home and work on Hello Fall. That is the plan. Let's see if the plan works. But that is the plan. Okay, this is very confusing. Why is Cher here on a Tuesday? This throws my week all off when she's here on a Tuesday, because she has Tuesdays off. So then it makes me feel like tomorrow I'll feel like it's Tuesday. Okay, I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys. It is Wednesday. So, I don't remember what I did yesterday. I know I did 200 stitches in fall, but I don't know why I only did 200 stitches. I feel like I didn't get stitching until late. Oh, that's right. I took a nap with Toby. That's right. Okay, that makes sense. Yes, because the last 2 days, it has been nothing but rain. I don't think it, well, yesterday I do think it was raining when I did my clip. But the day before, it wasn't raining because it started pouring. I already told you this, guy. I already told you this yesterday. But, anywho. So, yesterday, Tuesday, was even worse than Monday with the rain. The floods, the streets were flooded big time. I mean, streets that never flood were flooded. And on major roads. So that was a little scary. Yeah, so when I got home, I was drenching wet. So me and Toby snuggled. Finally, when I got home from work yesterday, I had a little talk with him. Because for like the last 4 months, he hasn't been snuggling with me at all. And I told him basically, I'm not going to go into the whole thing, but I basically told him that I was sick of being used. The only time he wants to spend time or pay attention to me is when I get home, because when I get home, he gets a peanut butter. And he was funny, he just sat there and stared and listened. And then once John went and took a nap, and then Becca went in her room and shut her door, and within 10 minutes, Toby was like on my chair. And we call it prairie dogging, where he stands up like a prairie dog and has his feet tucked in. And I was like, okay. I'm like, hello, how can I help you? And he just stared at me. I said, are you coming up here to snuggle? Oh, and I had my feet all to the side. And he put his feet back down. I said, okay. So I had to maneuver around him so I could make a V with my legs. And he laid down and slept with me for, I want to say it was about a half an hour. And I really didn't want to take a nap last night. But when Toby gets on you and snuggles down, you just have to take a nap with him. So, now if I had already been stitching, it wouldn't have worked. But I hadn't picked up my stitching yet. I kind of want to stitch on this one more because, and I got to look at the other ones. I think it's only this pattern. But the fall is like very annoying to stitch. It's so big. winter was cool because it was cursive and it wasn't thick letters. It was like basically 1 or 2 lines to make each letter. This one, just for the F, there was 250 stitches just for the F. One color. So it was quite boring. No, I'm sorry, it was 200 stitches. It wasn't 250. So, or somewhere around that. It was just really annoying. So I kind of want to just keep Fallout today and just like really finish that off. And like right when I get home, pick it up. And right when the word fall is done, then I'm putting it away. And then starting something else. What that something else is, I'm not sure. Might go to the gardening one, but we will have to see on that. So, yeah, but that's my plans. Work is crazy busy, but it's a lot of funerals, going to the same places. So, let's see how it goes. It really depends on if stuff is done or not. Which yesterday, man, she was cranking them out. So, I'm hoping, but you never know. Shoot. Should have got over when I could have. There we go. Just did that. Okay, so I think I'm gonna get off of here. Of course, I just popped a piece of gum in my mouth. I find the mint helps my throat in the morning. Who knows? Maybe because it's getting really moist. I don't know. But yeah, I hate that word too. Okay, guys. I hope you have a good one, and I will see you in the next one. Hello, it is Thursday. Okay, so leave it to Gothic House to give me back my Stitchy book.
At the stop sign.
So when I got home yesterday, work was crazy. I did 29 deliveries all by myself. I was very proud of myself. But I got home and I was like, I am not taking a nap. I'm not taking a nap. Right when I walk in the door, John's like, you want to lay down and take a nap? I'm like, nope, don't want to do it. I want to work on Gothic House. So I was in Zoom with the girls. And okay, you can just calm yourself down. We know we're going on the expressway. It's 2 miles away and it's talking about get on the expressway. So I wanted to work on Gothic House. I got Gothic House out and I'm like, oh my god, I didn't put this on an easy grid and I didn't grid it. So first off, I had to grid the fabric. So that took a little time. I only do it in sections. I don't do the whole thing. But it was making me mad because my pen kept like, it wouldn't stay in the groove. So it looks like a really bad grid, but I know where the grid is supposed to be. I don't care. So I gridded it and I started working on it. And I finally got 600 stitches in a project. I know last week I did it for honey walking gnomes, but that was on a weekend. I don't remember the last time I've gotten a lot of stitches in during the week. So then, I think I had done like 200 stitches, and I'm like, my eyes were heavy. I'm like, damn it, I'm gonna have to take a nap. So, I said bye to the girls, and I'm like, but I'm not gonna go lay down. I'm just going to sit in the living room and take a nap. So I turned off everything, turned on YouTube. Whenever I want to go to sleep, I have a playlist. I think it's all in my watch lately, or watch next, or watch something. What is that, Glenn? Later. Watch later. That's what the playlist is. I have all the trials from the beginning of RA's channel, because I do want to watch them, but I already know this guy is guilty and that he was sentenced. So now I just put that one on when I want to sleep, and it's just okay, dude. She was coming up my butt. I'm at a red light, and she was doing at least 40, and then slammed on her brakes. So what did I do? I sat there. Yes, I did. And I flipped her off, too. Give me a heart attack. I hate people who drive like that. John drives like that. That's why I don't drive like with John. He likes to zoom up there and then slam on his brakes. I say it. I don't drive with John because he gives me whiplash. He takes off fast and he brakes fast. Anywho, that's not what we were talking about. So I lay there for about 5-10 minutes and I couldn't fall asleep. I'm like, okay, this is ridiculous. So instead,
on the left to I-94 West.
Oh wait, no, I'm supposed to go this way. My bad. Usually I go there because I'm going to, what you call it, A.H. Peters. But yeah, that's not happening. So this makes me nervous.
Take the ramp on the left to I-94.
So I decided, okay, I'm just gonna put on a book. I've been wanting to read this book for I don't know how many months. Shailene read the first chapter, like, I want to say it was probably like 6 months ago. Maybe not a year, but about 6 months ago. Because I still didn't go into Zoom yet. It hasn't been a year that I've been in Zoom. So that's why I know it's not a year. So I put on the book and just started stitching. And I think by the time dinner was done, I had 400 in. And then, sorry, I got the hiccups. We ate dinner, and then I put another 200 in, and then I went to bed. By then it was already 10 o'clock, so I was like, kept yawning. I'm like, okay, we're calling it a night. I still wanted to keep going on it, but I was like, nope, we're gonna call it a night. So I'm thinking tonight, is this Morales? Yes. I'm thinking tonight I'm going to stitch on the moon for Johnny. And then all 3 pieces that he picked has been stitched on. I really want to, I'll probably stitch on the garden Saturday night, because I want to be able to give that a lot of time and a lot of stitches. But I can't remember. Oh, I got the flag, but I can't remember what else was picked. It was the flag, garden, and then I don't know. I can't think, which drives me up a wall. What was it? I don't know, but that it will work because I could do the Flag Friday. Oh my God. My brain just went blank. I don't even know. I'm thinking that I might actually need to go pick another project. And if so, then Sunday I will do, I'm not even going to say what I'm going to do. It's going to be a surprise to someone, and they'll know who it is. So, when they see it. Okay, Kim, it's for you. So, yeah. I really wish I could remember what I picked, the 3 that I picked. It was the flag. Oh, and Gen 1. I already worked on Gen 1. That's right. Okay, so yeah. So all I have left to do is the moon and the flag and, oh my God, the garden. Holy crap, my brain is just like mush. Mushy, mush, mush. So, yeah, that's the plans. I want to get a lot done on the moon tonight. The moon kind of goes slow though. You would think it'd be easy, but it goes very slow. Yeah, but okay, so I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted here. So at 10 o'clock I was like, okay, I'm going to lay down. John was in the back still playing with his trains, and I texted him, I said, I'm laying down. So I went and put the book on, and it was 1:32 o'clock in the morning, and I finished the book. I was playing on my phone. I finally earned $20 on Tester Buddy. Woohoo! So I find that very relaxing at night to just play those games and try to get enough points to, I'm just doing PayPal because me, John, and Becca share Amazon. So I'm not going to do Amazon gift cards because if they go to order something, they're going to use my Amazon gift cards. So I'm just doing $20 to PayPal. Right when it goes to PayPal, I transfer it over. So I'm very happy about that. I play solitary, and this one that I'm really liking, I think it's Lily's Garden. It's got a cute little storyline and everything. And then you do different things, different puzzles and stuff. Well, you do the main puzzle is the blocks like stack. There's none falling, but when you get rid of it, you tap it. It has to be more. It has to be at least 2 blocks the same color. Then you tap it and it disappears. And it's not like a match 3 where you slide.
Turn right
Those are my
on Ridge
favorite.
Road.
If they come
Take
up
the
with
first
if they release a match 3, oh my God, let me tell you, I'll be going crazy on that one. Yeah, and then I do one casino one, which, shoot, last night, that's basically what I spent
Turn
my whole
left
time
on
doing.
Ridgewood Road.
I kept getting the big wins, and the table that I was at, they kept getting the free spins, which that's really cool. Whoever's sitting at the table gets the free spins too. It's a really cool one. I don't remember what it's called though. I think it's pop slots, which is annoying. To get your XP, you gotta watch it. There's a balloon that pops up and you have to pop the balloon to get your XP. That's a little annoying. But solitary, the casino, Lily's Garden. There's a couple other I left you guys on. So now I'm gonna have to edit that clip because I forgot to say, hold on while I go up to the door. Oh my God. Okay. So, shit, what was I talking about? So yeah, I was just playing my games and reading my book, and I think it was called, I don't remember what it was called. It was by Colleen Hoover. Let me tell you, it was really good. I don't know if you would call it like a psycho thriller, but I would call it that. It was crazy good. That's all I'm gonna say. I want to say it was it started with a V. I don't know. If you do Colleen Hoover and look for a book that starts with a V, and the first page there's a car accident in front of her, well then that's the book. But oh my God. But the only thing is, it was not good to that be the last thing that I had going through my brain, because whoo, did I have some weird nightmare dreams. They weren't nightmares. It was just like, yeah, I dreamt about it. I didn't wake up like, oh my God, they're after me or anything like that. It was just like, oh, that was strange. That was weird. So, yep. I want to start listening to books more. Especially while I'm driving. Like in the bad parts of the day, like after 2 o'clock, just throw on a book. Because the traffic is bad, and then I can just get lost in the book and not be so focused. I mean, I'm focused, trust me, but it's not like, I don't know how to explain it. It makes the drive less stressful, is the best way I can explain it. So, I gotta remember to edit that clip. You hear me talking to myself. Because I open the hatch and I'm like, Grosse Pointe. Oh no, that's center line. That's Warren. Grosse Pointe. Okay, this lady, or man, this old man is driving me up a wall. I just want to pass him. And I'm passing you. Goodbye. Okay, so I'm gonna get off of here because there's really nothing else to say. You already know what my plans are for the rest of the week. Yeah. And I talked to Jonathan and Becca, and they love the plan of picking the projects. It even sounded like Becca was excited. I asked her and she was like, yeah. Becca's very hard to read at sometimes. It's like, are you just saying yeah because you know it will please me, or do you really want to do it? But you can't come out and just say that. So, I mean, sometimes I do. Because she knows I can't read her sometimes. She's very hard to read. Both of my kids do not give a lot of expression. Always tease Jonathan at Christmas because he would never give me the reaction that I was looking for. And I think now he just does it on purpose. That would be my son, to do it on purpose, to drive his mother up the wall. But I get to see him tomorrow. I'm super excited. Katie's mom, Sue, is coming down. We're going to what the hell? We're going to dinner, and we're getting, well, I'm going to get a pedicure, but they're getting petties and manicures, manis and petties. So there's no use doing my nails. If I put a set of nails on, they'll last about maybe 3 days at the most. They never do them as short as I want, and I can't have long nails. I just can't. So yeah, that's that. I'm super excited though. I like Sue. I really like Sue. So it's cool when we can be together and chit chat. She tells the best stories. It's like, I just love it. Okay, but I'm gonna get off of here before I get on the expressway, because I'm not gonna try to get on the expressway and try to end the video, because I really hate when I do that. So I will, what am I doing? I don't need my turn signal on. I will see you guys in the next one. Tomorrow's the last day of the vlog. So, okay. Oh, it's a Friday. And it's a special Friday, a special weekend. Jonathan and Katie are coming down. Her mom's coming down. We're going to get pedicures and manicures. Well, I'm not getting a manicure. Pedicures, and going out to dinner, which will be fun. And then they're staying the weekend. Got lots to tell you. Not much stitching. I did 100 and some odd stitches. I didn't even count the some odd, not semi. Whatever. I can't even words today, I'm telling you. What did I just try to say? I don't even know now. It was something. Whatever. I got some stitches done. I did like this outline. So I did 100, and then I just did this outline because I'm stitching in 939. So I just did a block. It was probably maybe 45 stitches. That's a guesstimate. And yeah, so but okay, so you know, I'm right here at the funeral home. Let me run into this funeral home, and then I'll come out, and then we have kind of a bit of a way before we get to the next location. So, oh good, the thing is gone. So I can actually turn into here. Yay! Oh my God, I haven't said that in I don't know how long. I used to say yay all the time. Okay, be right back. So how funny is this? So a lot of mornings I'm in Zoom while I work. And so, you know, not all the time, because I feel it can get quite annoying. But sometimes I'll say, okay, I'll be right back. Especially if someone's like in the middle of a conversation and I don't want to just I don't want to just leave without, you know, being rude, you know? And then when I get back, I'm like, okay, I'm back. Well, I get back in the car and I'm like, okay, I'm back. And I'm like, you haven't even pushed record yet. Who are you talking to? Yeah, that was my little thing right there. I was like, what? You're stupid. So I'm super excited and super proud of my son. He got a new job. He starts Thursday. I think he found his niche. I really do. After talking with him, and I got the impression that he thought I was going to be disappointed in him, which I'm not. I am excited. And I think after we got off the phone, he should have no doubts how I feel. But, so Jonathan worked at Little Caesars for, I think it's plus 10 years. 10 plus years. I didn't like him working at Little Caesars at the beginning. Well, most of his Little Caesar time there. Because all he wanted to be was a crew member. He got shit for hours, shit for pay. And I'm sorry, I don't feel like, it's funny for me to say this, right? Because I don't work a 40-hour job. But there's days where I could work 12 hours, or there's days where I just work 4 or 5 hours. But in that 4 or 5 hours, I can make $100 easily. So my pay per hour, if you were to figure it out, some days could be not $50 an hour, $30 an hour, or sometimes it's like crap per hour, you know? I never know when I walk in the door how many orders I'm gonna have and how late I'm staying or working till, because we don't cut off till 2 o'clock. But so I think I'm a little hypocrite saying that, but I want more for my kids, and I want my kids to have to work at least 36 hours a week so they can have health insurance, and I want them to get paid more than $12 an hour. 12 or above, let's say it that, because 12 is good for Michigan. 12 is good. So, with that being said, then thank God for Crystal. I don't know what her title was, but she ran I don't know how many stores. And finally Crystal pushed Jonathan, or encouraged, however you want to say it. Now this is how I recollect the story. So Jonathan, don't come after me if I said something wrong. But she pushed him into a manager role. I don't know how you pronounce that. To be a manager. And once he got into that position, I feel my son got tons of confidence, and he ran that shop. He loved going to work. This is the kid who hated getting up in the morning. He would be there at, like, I don't know, was it 6:30, 7 o'clock, making dough. And I mean, there'd be days where he would work 12 hours a day, and it would be like, yeah, that's how I raised you, you know? I try to raise my kids with a great work ethic. You don't call in. If you are called, oh, I thought that was Johnny behind me. If they call you to ask you if you come in, the answer is always yes. Unless you have like a concert or something. But if you were planning on playing video games with your friends, that's not a good excuse. But if you had a doctor's appointment or you paid to be somewhere, then yes, you can say, no, I have plans. but just to hang out or just to do one day. Becca said, well, I planned on doing laundry. I'm like, you could have done laundry the 3 other days you were off, you know? Which, it was funny, after she came home from that shift, she's like, oh, I am so glad I went in, because she got the schedule for the next week, and she had 10 hours. And I'm like, see? But anyways, yeah. So I think he was going to think I was going to be disappointed. Did I tell you where he's working? He's going to be the manager at McDonald's, which he can literally walk to it. It's like across the street, basically. Walk to the end of the block and cross the street and down a little. If I think I know where it is. Okay, maybe he can't walk there, but he could ride a bike there, no problem. It's less than a half a mile away, I can tell you that. I'm almost positive it's less than, maybe a mile. I don't think it's a mile though. So, but okay, so I was in work when he called me, and I didn't see his text message, because on my, what do you call this thing? Built-in tablet, but it's not a tablet. Screen for your car. I guess it is a tablet, but it doesn't work as a tablet, whatever. When I turn my car on, because I always have my phone connected, it shows me missed calls. It doesn't show me missed text messages. So I was like, ooh, someone called me. So I can do it right from my touchscreen. And I looked, I'm like, oh my God, Mama Boy. I picked, yeah, that's what he is in my phone. It's because of, what is it called? South Park, where, I don't know, I like watched maybe 2 episodes, not even full episodes, but it, for the longest time, his ringtone was the mama, mommy, mama, and all the different, you know, and so I put him in there, Mama Boy. So anyways, he's gonna kill me if he hears that, but that I'm saying it out loud. At least I'm not telling you the other one, and I won't tell it. I won't tell it. But the one time though, I went to his work and I accidentally. Okay, so I went to Little Caesars and I went through the drive-thru, and it was him on the speaker, and I wasn't expecting it to be him on the speaker. And I'm like, oh, and I said what his nickname is, and you could hear in the background. I think someone said, did she just call you blah blah? And Jonathan was like, thanks, Mom. I'm like, I'm sorry. I hate that my kids hate their nicknames, but they got it when they were toddlers, okay? So both of them, they were toddlers when they were given this they have different nicknames, but I've called him that forever. And when I see them, you gotta understand, when I see my children, now not Becca because she's home all the time, but like I go pick up Becca and she walks out. If they've been gone and I see them, I get the biggest freaking smile on my face. And I'm just like, I just think my nickname. And I'll say, hi, nickname. You know? That's how I greet them. And I think the reason that is because I don't remember what book it was. I want to say it was Maya Angelou, and it was like her autobiography type thing. I don't remember which one it was, but I'm almost positive it was her. But she said that she, like, don't quote me, she trained herself whenever one of her, I think she only had one son, whenever she saw her son, she greeted him with a smile. And was like, I think she said something about how her heart warms and she wanted what she felt in her heart on her face or something like that. Well, or maybe that's how I feel. I want to show what's in my heart on my face. So I always smile at them and say that, you know? And it's usually like, oh, hi! You know, I always do that suck in and hi, because it's like, I don't know. It's like when, it's because I see them and I haven't seen them in a while. And then, you know, I don't know. I just love my kids so much. I know it's probably weird, but I just love them. Anyways, so I called Jonathan, and right away I could hear the excitement in his voice. And the first thing he said to me was, "You're going to think I'm crazy." And I'm like, okay. He goes, "I got a job." I'm like, okay. He goes, "But you're going to think I'm crazy." I'm like, why the hell am I going to think he's crazy? And then he told me about that he got a job at McDonald's, and the person who interviewed him, I don't know what her title was, but she's in charge of 6 stores. And after reading his application and everything, she's like, "Okay, I want you to be a manager, and then I want you to be the GM." And Jonathan's like, wait, let's start with the manager and we'll work up. But she was very impressed with him, because to be at a fast food restaurant for more than 10 years, that shows that you have dedication. And working at fast food is not pleasant. People are assholes, especially after COVID. People are assholes, and they take it out and are rude to people, especially if they're doing a service for you. You know what I mean? I find that. This is my opinion. Okay, hold on. Oh yeah, and another people too is the people at the grocery store. It's, I guess if you're like a cashier or, you know, people are just so rude. And it's like, I don't know. So, okay, I just wanted to make sure I knew where I was going for the next one. So, I'm super excited. He'll be getting health insurance, and I think he said he'll be making $16.50 an hour, which is amazing. I think he was only making like 16 at Little Caesars. So, and guaranteed raises, I think he said once a year. So, I'm proud of him. And he's good at it. So, I'm hoping he likes McDonald's as much as he likes Little Caesars. The only reason he left Little Caesars, well, was because he got into the car accident. But he had already planned on quitting Little Caesars after Halloween, because Katie and Jonathan, I feel, are perfect for each other. And 2 hours away is way too much long distance. So, yeah. So, I think he's going to do really, really good. Yeah, I don't know what else. Oh, yeah, so then, he says, "Do you want to know what your birthday present is?" And I'm like, okay. He goes, "It's not physical." I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, "It's not something I can just hand to you." I was like, okay. I said, "Sure, I don't care. What if you want to tell me, tell me." He goes, how did he put it? He made me tear a little when he said it too. He said, "Well, you get to spend some quality time with your little boy." And I was like, yeah? He goes, yeah, I want to take you to go see Deadpool Wolverine. Just me and you. And I was like, okay. I go, but what's Katie gonna do? And I forgot, I think he said go hang out with Jeremy. I think is what he said. He said she was going to do. Okay, I don't like, oh, if you're gonna patch something, patch it and don't make it holy. Yeah, so I'm super excited. And he's like, we could even go see a matinee. I'm like, oh, I'll go see a matinee. I said, it's cheaper. He goes, well, I'm not saying it because it's cheaper. I said, well, I'm an early bird now. I mean, if this was, 2 years ago, I'd be like, how about an early afternoon? But I wake up at 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. So, yeah. He's like, yeah, I figured. Because it's weird you being a morning person. I'm like, I know, it's weird. But I like it. I like it so much better. Especially because I take those few hours in the morning and if I don't have to work. And I just chill in my chair and play on my phone. And that's usually when I watch some Flosstube or something. Becca just sent me a text and I can't read it sideways. Not especially when I'm getting on a ramp. Shoot, I don't even know what I'm saying. Yeah, so I like that time that I just have by myself. I really need to, in the morning, work on my bedroom stitching to get it in. Because I find that I'm not doing nighttime stitching. So maybe I need to do some morning stitches in my chair. Which would really work out perfect. I should have done that. Do my Monopoly, because in the morning, I wait till 9 o'clock, and I do my community chest, and then I do my, I don't know what it's called, daily something. Daily task? I think that's what it's called. But that community chest gets released at 8 o'clock in the morning, and then the tasks get released at 9 o'clock. So I wait till 9 o'clock to do them both. Because it's so tempted, then if I use all my dice, then I can't do the daily tasks. So I make myself wait till 9 o'clock. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to get much stitching in this weekend. I don't want to put pressure on myself. So if I stitch, I stitch. If I don't, I don't. I think that's why I'm not getting as much stitching done is because I'm putting too much pressure on myself, and then I'm losing my stitch. Right lane closed. This right lane, that right lane. You gotta make that a little bit clearer. There's 2 ramps here. Jesus. So it was that ramp. Oh my God. That ramp with that right lane closed. Say that 5 times fast. So yeah. Okay. I think I'm just going to get off of here. I think I updated you on everything. If I do stitch tonight, I'm going to finish whatever those stitches were. Oh gosh. Something just flew in my eye. And it looked like a dog hair coming towards my eye. I'm gonna finish off the, oh, I got it. Sorry. The moon! Put in the amount of stitches I need to get whatever I was working on last night to 100. And then probably work on gardening tonight. Not outside, but the cross stitch piece that's called gardening. I'll work on that. And then I'm thinking tomorrow night I'm working on Turtle Quaker. And then Sunday I'll split the day up and I'll work on, because I forgot that I still have to work on the one you guys voted for me to work on. I totally forgot about that one. And then Quaker flag. So those are the goals for this weekend. But if I only get 100 stitches into turtles, which, come on, you know, when I pick up turtles, you're gonna see at least, at the minimum, 400 stitches. Because I swear, when I pick that one up, I cannot put it down. And that one is so bad to play with the games for house stitching, because I mark off as I go, but I don't hit the button that tells you how many stitches you've done. And before you know it, like, I'll do a prompt, like right now. Ooh, but will tomorrow, I think this one will be done. So I think it ends tomorrow. So yeah, it will. So the prompts are 200, and I know it'll be like 300. So whatever. I still just put 200 stitches, but I put the picture up because whenever I do my pictures, I take a picture and then I put how much my pattern keeper says that I've done today on the picture. It's so much easier to keep track this way. But I'll put 300, but I'll count it as 200 for that. We're doing ingredients and food, I guess is what you would call it. So yeah. Okay, guys, I hope you have a great week, and I will see you in the next one.